What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing. I just finished up watching Gary Antuanne Russell versus Kent Cruz, and this was a 10-rounder in the super lightweight division. And this fight was Saturday, August 12th from the MGM Grand National Harbor in Oxon Hill, Maryland. And this fight was broadcasted on Showtime. And in this fight, Gary Antuanne Russell was able to bounce back after some inactivity, getting a destructive first-round KO win over Kent Cruz. Gary Antuanne Russell now goes to 17-0, still 17 wins by knockout, and Kent Cruz drops to 16-1-3. So leading up to the stoppage, obviously, I had no score since this fight ended in the first round. This was a very, very good comeback win for Gary Antuanne Russell, and if I'm correct, I believe Gary Antuanne Russell's last fight did take place when he took on, I think it was Rensis Barthelemy. Yeah, and it was. It was back in July of last year. He took on Rensis Barthelemy and won by a sort of controversial TKO. But yeah, he got the job done in that one, was winning, and it was sort of just a bad stoppage, but he probably would have won anyway. But yeah, coming back here over a year later, getting a very, very good victory, knocking out Kent Cruz. So yeah, just to break this fight down round by round, or excuse me, just the first round, I should say. So Gary Antuanne Russell did very well here, like I said before. The first knockdown occurred when Russell was going forward a bit. He landed a nice shot over the top, sort of on the chin of Cruz, and Cruz was sort of complaining, I don't know, about whatever. And then he just followed up with some more combinations to the head and the body. And I believe it might have been the body shots that hurt him because he took a knee, got back up. Gary Antuanne Russell went right at him. They were throwing he was throwing combinations at Cruz. Cruz went down again on a knee from a body shot, I believe it was. He was wincing to the body a bit, and looked like his body movement was like he was really hurt to the body. And even though Russell was throwing big combinations to the head and to the body leading up to the stoppage, I'm pretty sure it was those body shots that got the job done. But I wouldn't be surprised if the knockdown was really caused from a headshot. But nonetheless, he was landing big shots both to the head and to the body. And Kent Cruz took another knee for the second knockdown. And yeah, very impressive performance. And after that second knockdown, obviously he didn't get up to the count of 10. Very good win for Gary Antuanne Russell. Going into the question, what is next for him? 17-0, 17 KOs. Coming off some very good wins, knocking out Kent Cruz, and one stopping Rensis Barthelemy, former champion, and stopping a former champion in Victor Postol. So for him, I definitely wouldn't mind seeing him take on maybe Elvis Rodriguez. That would be a fight that I would love to see. Rodriguez is also a Showtime rising fighter who's coming off of a win over Victor Postol. I also wouldn't mind seeing Russell against Kenneth Sims Jr., who's coming off a very good win over Batsira Akhmedov. But otherwise, I just wouldn't mind seeing Russell against some of these decent level top 15, top 20, top 10 level fighters in the super lightweight division. I mean, he's rising up in the ranks and he's doing very, very well. But as for Kent Cruz losing here for the first time in his career, I believe in his last couple of fights he's gotten like 2 draws and then this loss. So it's a pretty tough last 3 fights for him. But for him, I think he should go back to the drawing board, take on some lower level opponents, get some wins, and then maybe rise up, take on some fighters that are decent level, maybe get a win, maybe get a tough loss. But overall for him, it's just going to be building himself back up. So overall, Gary Antuanne Russell drops Kent Cruz twice, ultimately stopping him in the first round to improve to 17-0 with 17 wins coming by way of knockout. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.